should try to see if you can put all the recommended, okay? Unless sponsor said, I don't want it, okay?
So
Optional, you will never.
recommended is always like, it's high one is the first one and the second one is recommended.
Yes, and optional is you will not put it unless sponsor tells you put this,
Okay.
or unless your protocol tells you put this. Yeah, optional means it's like really optional. You don't have to put, but sometimes protocol usually will ask, then you will add it. Yeah. Okay. What does the code designation recommended or conditional means? Again, we are going through the same question so that you really get this fully. Yeah, recommended is we must always use the field on the case report form. No, right? Because that is highly recommended. We can ignore that field completely.
No.
Yes. So if we can ignore that field completely, what that will be?
We cannot ignore. Yeah, that would be optional.
Correct. We should look in the information for sponsor column to find out when we need it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we should ask sponsors protocol whether we need it. Then the last one was we should look in the CRF completion instruction to find out. You don't get the CRF completion instruction if you have not designed the CRF. Okay. So only once you design the CRF, then you will put CRF completion. Right. So the right answer is this one. Yeah.
We should look. Yeah.
We should look for information for sponsor. And that's why I said it's good to have it, but you will look for information for sponsor and see whether you put it or not. Okay. You cannot completely ignore also.
Yeah.
Okay. Then which of the following is not a conformance rule in C dash? So what does C dash does not say? Either a question text or a prompt must be asked to ask the question on the CRF. Let's read all of them. You must always arrange the field on the CRF in the same order as they appear in the C dash standard. Does C dash tell you this? You must always no. So this is not the this is not. Where there is a code list specified, it must be used to record the response in the CRF. Where there's a code list specified.
Yeah, we do. We must use the record to response in the CRF.
Right. So this is right. So it's not that highly recommended field should always appear in the CRF.
Yes.
Right. So so if you see here, this one is either the question text or the prompt must be used, like the birth date. They were asking date of birth, right? Yeah. You usually you should have whatever the prompt is saying, you should put like that, like systolic pressure. You cannot just say blood pressure 1, blood pressure 2. Okay. So yes, so this is correct as per C dash. You should try to use the text and the prompt.
Yeah.
This is wrong because they don't say you have to arrange in this order what they give you. This is correct. If there is a code list, you should try to use it. If it's highly recommended, it should be in the CRF. So this is the answer. Okay, which is the following is not a column in C dash metadata table. Okay, this is the metadata table. So this is the metadata table. And usually I give these questions for at home to do so that you can look at the table. You can see question text. Is there a question text? Yes, question text is there.
Question text, prompt is there.
Field order. I think even if you don't read, you will know. Core is there because core tells you it is highly recommended or optional. Field order, C dash never gives you order of field. So you will not find anything saying field order here. C dash doesn't. This is like they give you an order number, but it's usually they will not completely tell you that this is a field order. Yeah, they give a numbering for that cell to say, okay, go to the 11th one. 11th one is this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's try you do with this then so that.
Which of the following statement is not true? CDAS is limited to the implementation in electronic case report form. CDAS is harmonized with SDTM, so there is a clear traceability for the collection to submission. The CDAS uses the same data grouping domains as SDTM, vital signs. I think the second one.
C-dash is harmonized with SDTM, so it's clearly no, but C-dash is harmonized, right? So okay, no, how come that one? So firstly, let's see this. C-dash is limited to implementation. It's limited to implementation in electronic. So what we are doing in paper right now, right?
Uh-huh.
So is C dash limited to electronic only?
No, we can do on the papers too. Oh,
Yes.
not true. It's up and the not true. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C dash is harmonized with SDTM. C dash tables will always tell you there's a SDTM here.
Uh-huh.
You collect it here, it's collecting. So C dash is harmonized with SDTM. So there is a clear traceability from collection to submission.
Yeah.
This was also related to the first question we did. So C
Mm-hmm.
dash is from collection to submission, it will give you a traceability.
Mm-hmm.
C dash will always tell you how you should collect. This is how you should collect,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is usually how it will go into the submission.
Mm-hmm.
It will give you mapping instruction,
Mm-hmm.
standard variables in SDTM domain. It will tell you what is in SDTM.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually C-dash does.
Yeah.
So C-dash uses the same grouping as SDTM. So if you see, C-dash also has like demography, classes, and all the classes like intervention, exposure, it's same as SDTM.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you cannot do mapping,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, C dash always have vital signs. So if you go to that list, what we said, C dash had vital signs like blood pressure, other things. C dash gives it
Mm-hmm.
to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is not true. It's not
Not.
limited to electronic. You
Yeah.
can do it also from paper. Before, when we had paper, we used to actually do it how we did it today. Yeah. Okay. Then the next question is, why are these some C dash specific variable, specific shaded variables in the C dash standard? Okay, so I would send you this question because I want you to look into it, because if you do everything now, then again you will not look into. So this is mentioned in, if you go to the C dash document. That's funny. Okay, so okay, let's do this first, then we use. So there are sometimes C dash has something shaded. Yeah. So here they
Yeah.
said, why are there some C dash specific shaded variables to have a standard variable to collect that have to be transformed before placing it? So if you see, this is exactly example. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes C dash will grade it like birth dat,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what we said, but you cannot submit birth dat. You have to change it to birth DTC and submit it.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is a case where there's a variable, how you're collecting is not mapping with the submission, then C dash will shade it.
Mm-hmm. So C dash changes by itself, or it just shade the, like, just like let you know you have to do it, right?
Yeah, so the programmer will do it. So if you're collecting it, if you're collecting a full date, it's good to collect it fully as birth DTC, name it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you're collecting it as per C dash and you're putting birth dat, then the
Mm-hmm.
programmer have to later remember that they have to change this into DTC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. C dash only gives that you can, because like sex,
Mm-hmm.
both are same. SDTM, C dash is same.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there is nothing shaded in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But here there's shaded because in the example they have shaded it because this is how you collect it, and but in you cannot use the same thing for SDTM submission. You should change it.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes they are shaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go back to this. Yeah, it does. It's not for cleaning or something. It's actually for the variable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which of the following describes the reason that C dash was developed? So can you tell me this?
Yeah, give me to reduce the unnecessary variability among commonly used CRF, to provide transparency data collection through the solution, to be user friendly and support data management. All of the above.
To reduce unnecessary variability among common, yes. To have the transparency, yes. To
Yeah.
use friendly and support data management activities, right?
Yeah.
So all of the above. That's why C dash was built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So we actually finished two question blanks so that you, yeah, we did that so that you easier for you to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But you should do some homeworks as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Sure.
yeah. So I will give you some. I will send you again some
Mm-hmm.
instruction. This one we actually already did. So this one. Maybe I will give you the header information thing so that
Mm-hmm.
you go and read and see.
Yeah.
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 And then, yeah, so then you can do this, and then yeah, I will also give you that assignment what we said on the vital signs. That was the first here in this document, the first one.
Sure.
So you need to complete this table.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will give you these assignments, and so that you can do it and just read the C-dash document. I think that is a big assignment for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
it's a huge document. You don't have to read every pages. Like when you come here, you are at least just understand this. That's
Mhm.
it. You won't
Yeah.
have to read and remember it, because we never remember things on C dash. Just to
Mhm.
highlight, you
Mhm.
always have this document. You whenever you have question, you go back. So
Mhm.
because we have been keep doing things now for years, now if you ask me what is birth date, I will know it's
Mhm.
BRT did that. Okay,
Mhm.
like that. But when you're doing first time, don't think that you have to always remember it. You can
Mhm.
always go and see, okay, if it's age unit, what is the variable I should use?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
always
Mhm.
remember. So, but it's just that the concept you have to understand. Yeah.
Yeah, how to use it? Yeah.
Yes. So you can just read it. Then they also give some examples. So it's nice to see those examples. Then you know they do give examples, but it's not that they give you the exact format for it.
Mhm.
Okay. So they give you some examples of how things can be collected. Yeah.
Mhm.
So just
Mhm.
read this document. I think this is a huge task by itself. So I will give you only one assignment after with
Yeah.
this, so
Mhm.
that you can then just do me the vital signs.
Mhm.
So you get a feel, okay, how the domains are. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Okay. With this, I will end the call, and yeah. So we'll have our class